Yeah, you see, sometimes they look worse when slow motion. It turns to look a lot worse than it actually was in real time. You know, it happens so fast. You know that maybe you don't even get to see that hyperextension that you saw as it appeared from the slow motion. So positive start here from the visitors. Have looked more positive going forward. Playing down the right hand side there, of course, Jabba is and combining very nicely with Antonio van Veep. Slavikas conceded a corner here. Thought he could have guided that one out for a goal kick. And committing, and now he has conceded a corner.
The thing is, it took too long to decide what he wants to do with the ball. And I guess with the ball slowing down rapidly, he started to panic to say maybe he will be under pressure from the strike. And by the time he decided, it was too close to the goalkeeper.
Swallows deciding to bring the game out here to the Bidvest Stadium. Just for a change of scenery, it'll be the only one game that they'll play for now at this venue. Oh, glancing header there. Ooh, and that came off a Swallows player. Could have gone anywhere. It's another corner. At least it's a throw in this from the near side here. They'll throw a long one into the box with the big man. Very tight ground, of course, very compact. With stands and the fans are very close to the pitch. Creates for a great atmosphere, unlike at the Dobsonville Stadium where you have that athletics track, which means the stands are very far from the action. But here at the Bidvest Stadium, when the fans start singing, and when back in the days when Wits played here and the band would play, it would create a real vibe. There's a man down here, see what happens.
Said.
Junaid Said, was it a
clash of heads?
Yeah, clash of heads there. Both players going up looking at the ball. Said is back on his feet. Said, not entirely sure the other player that's down is for. Can't make out the player that's down for Stellies.
Still trying to work it out as well.
Yeah, it is the debutant, man making his debut, formerly, of course, with the now relegated Baroka.
And his brother played in the opposite team last. The other Sevilla, who is also a defender. I'm not sure if he's still with Swallows.
Ah, yes, I know who you're referring to now. Remember right now, yeah, making a bit of noise here. Enjoying it.
Tell me, Porter, how does it decide which team to go with when he arrives?
I think you'll see him at a few matches this weekend. Now that he's up here in Joburg, he'll try and catch a few games.
He was at the Supersport United game.
Man loves his football. Was he in Maritzburg last night?
He's everywhere.
The ubiquitous Porter Msila. Man is looking excited. Mkaka now. Here he is on the ball again. He's slotted in so nicely in this steady side. The former Baroka.
He brings the calmness in that middle part. Like I mentioned, Stellenbosch are a team that plays a lot in transition. So they never got the opportunity to hold the ball in that middle of the park. So he's come basically and changed the approach whereby they can play a bit.
One other match that's kicked off at the same time as our match here this afternoon. And there's been a goal out there. That's the match featuring Chippa United away to Amazulu. But let's have a look. There could be something on here. Facing his own goal. It does beautifully there, Litabika. Now, yeah, they're saying that Chippa United have taken the lead away to Amazulu. Roscoe Peterson converting from the penalty spot.
Guess who's the coach?
Well, that's after, of course, Dane Clayt got the sack.
So Morgan Miller is supposed to be the stand-in,
who we know as an administrator.
Listen, he's been working hard on the sideline,
But he's always been very keen in the signing of players, so clearly has an eye for this sort of thing. So he's a man who knows the game. But yeah, such is life at Chippa United. A man who wasn't even on the bench.
No, he was on the last game.
Was on the bench again?
He just arrived and made it to the bench. Just made it.
What a guy! What a guy!
Were you shocked?
Oh, of course not. I don't even think Dane Clayt was shocked himself.
You know what? I was, because I thought Chippa United were unbelievable on the night against Mamelodi Sundowns. And at the time that they conceded, you could kind of maybe...
but you could see it coming. I mean, yes, they defended well, but you can only defend so long against Sundowns. It was only a matter of time before the bus was moved. And, but yeah, even Dane Clayt himself will tell you that he expects the sack will come, you know, if the results don't come. That's just the way things are. There's no such thing as being given time at Chippa United.
At some stage, somebody must whisper something to the big man to say, hey boss, slow down a little bit, just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit.
Don't hold your breath on that one. Anyway, back to the lecture at hand, and it's Mendieta again, trying to get Stellis moving forward. Was looking for a runner there. Nkomezulu was most advanced. Oh, man on toast. Somebody bring baked beans. Makua, they call him Mosquito. Just took a big bite out of the elder there. Oh, ouch. No respect.
Now what's this? Oh, we missed it.
First start for young Tato Makua.
Show us another moment to watch it to its fullest.
It's Van Wyk.
He's quick, this man. Unfortunately, his body just doesn't quite allow him to play as a top striker. He can, you know.
Let's have a look at Swallows here. Just that's too much on that one. And it's Mkaga again. That's bringing it up. Here's the Ox. Pickpocketed and fouled by was it Isaacs wearing Swallows colours? Of course, was with Stellis last season. In fact, spent had 2 spells with Stellis. Was it Isaacs? In between a loan move, but was given a loan move. Was it Isaacs and was resigned from Cape Town All Stars by Stellis, and now here he is in the colours of Swallows. Mendieta's done well, still going, but no foul in there. Nkaka works it wide. Gomezu. Cross now to the back post there. Oh, almost a bit of a miscommunication there. It's positive, but more positive stuff from the visitors here. Take a look at it again now. The cross coming from the right-hand side there from Van Rooyen, Dean Van Rooyen. Mendieta appealing for a handball. Not at all. You
Not
can
at all.
see,
Not at all.
There wasn't Lukubeni. There wasn't a hand anywhere near the ball there. Cooper.
That's the story of this afternoon in that middle of the park. I'm talking Mkaka. He's so calm, ever so calm, regardless of the pressure around him. And like I said, for me, they can accredit this new approach to Stellenbosch's attack.
Corner for Stellies FC. Well, the two matches between these sides last season ended in a 1-1 draw. In fact, since they've met in the top flight, there hasn't been a winner. They've had 1-1 draws and 0-0 draw. The last time there was a winner between the two sides was when they were both in the first division. A 3-1 win it was for Stellies, at least for Swallows, in a home match. Now, let's have a look at what Fawaz Bar Sadin playing against his former club as well. He was also with Swallows last season. Getting up well there was the Huda. They forced another corner.
Now the clash of heads.
Mohamed Huda, when he got up for that one, collided with Mizabiga. That's a good period of pressure. In fact, it's really been Stellies that have looked the more likely to make the breakthrough. Stellies without a win in their last 4 matches in all competitions. And that included, of course, bowing out of the MTN 8 at quarterfinal stage. Pachi waiting for support. Makua pops up on this right-hand side. Beautifully done again from the Mosquito. Cut back. That's a great one there, the referee. So a foul. It's against Swallows. Oh, the touches from Tacho Makua.
Fantastic. Very brave, eh?
The crowd are enjoying what they're seeing from him. A chip of the old block, another Makua doing things in the top flight of South African football. Oh, Mkaka, it was that was taken to the cleaners.
He should have known better, Mkaka. Already you've seen what the youngster can do, so you just don't run into a situation when he's got the ball in that fashion.
Nephew of Frank Makua, who was Tato Makua, yes, was his uncle, was former Kaiser Chiefs star, also played on the wing. And the Makua name is a big name in South African football, familiar name from the days of Disco Makua.
Indeed, playing for Witbank Black Aces, the original Black Aces.
Yeah.
Did he feature for Orlando Pirates at some stage? I think he did.
Yeah.
He kept that got here.
Yes, you talk about that famous Aces side.
Oh, that's the likes of Thomas Ngove.
And goals you had there we go. The love for Mapensela. That's just strictly for Mapensela. I'm not quite sure how much Reggie Ndlovu pays that man. Play will continue now with a free kick. Sage Stevens to restart. The referee will send it back. He was still not ready for them. There's a player who went off, by the way, injured. There's Ibrahim Jabbar. Is ready to come back on, just below us. The referee will now allow play then to restart. Free kick for Stellenbosch. Certainly a better start this campaign for Swallows. Good hustling there in midfield. Getting stuck in now. Speed kills. Approach with caution. Here he goes again. He is buzzing. Is the mosquito down the right hand side now. The hangs one into the box. Well timed at Van Rooyen gets it away temporarily. Beautifully done by the Ox. That man is so excited. It's what we're sending tackle. Cutting inside there is Van Wyk. Looking promising, and Mkomezulu. What a strike! They stood off him, they backed off, they invited him, and he accepted. What a cracker!
Indeed, Titi. I can't help but go with you in your level of excitement in the way that he paved his way from a cluster of defenders as he turned them inside out to create himself that little bit of an inch of space and snap the ball with so much power. It's a pass from Van Wyk initially, held his line perfectly. Man, oh man, you don't get to see them go into the net in that fashion.
Check this out. He sits the Tabika down, burns Said, and smashes it into the top left-hand corner. What a cracker. What a way to open his account. The former TS Galaxy man. Here they come again. It could be two. The flag was up, though, this time. Oh, geez. That is a fine goal by Snathemba Mkomezulu.
To be able to still weave your way in that fashion and eventually still has the composure and strength to smash it with so much power. That was just absolutely unbelievable.
Confirmation of that goal then by Snathemba Mkomezulu. Formerly with TS Galaxy last season. But TS Galaxy signed him from Utongat.
Correct.
Check at that. Litabika committing. You don't expect to see that. Oh, but that is a fine finish. Oh.
What I don't know is what happened at TS Galaxy, because when he first arrived, he cracked a few goals like game after game, and then suddenly things went dry for him. And then even the appearances in that starting lineup also went in his favor. Good signing.
Yes, it's a fine goal that is to say. Yes, he got 4 goals in his time with
TS
Galaxy, but that was only from 15 appearances.
But those goals came like close to one another.
Yeah. His last goal was in December last year against Chippa United in a 3-1 win for TS Galaxy. And in fact, as you say, those goals came within a in quick succession.
Yes,
you know, because scored in successive matches in November.
That's right.
And then he scored that one, as I said, in December. So yeah, and then there was a bit of a drought after that. That's his first goal since then. Half an hour gone here at the Bidvest Stadium, and it's Swallows that find themselves chasing the game yet again. And Bandra there to pick the ball out of his net then.
And you can't blame him for that one. That was top corner.
No, I don't think there's any keeper who was saving that one. I think the defender's falling in front of him there.
Maybe me in my time. wishful thinking.
Yeah, no, not the way that was struck.
It's nice now in the entity to be able to see a great goal like that. You know, I mean, we don't get too many goals lately.
Take a look at it again there from Komezulu. Sits Mhlabika down and then it opens up. Doesn't need a second invitation. Oh, and Mbanja was just an admiring spectator. He watched in awe as it flew past him. And that's the kind of thing that attracted the attention of Steve Barker. Perfect start then. Actually, you got to say, on the balance of play, no less than Steadies deserve. They've been the better side. They've looked the more dangerous. And I think that's just reward really for what they've put in so far.
Listen, if you're wondering how did they get to make a decision like that, they've got Ryan Hunt, who travels with the team, does everything basically with the team. I'm talking from scouting to analyzing the opposition and their own team basically.
See what Monroe can do. Oh! Was he onside there?
Flag was
Van
out.
Beek. The little ball, the flag was up. Okay, yeah, that was a little ball. The flag was down, right?
Yeah. Counted.
Makua.
So talking about Ryan Hunt, it's like when I ask him exactly what does it take for you to be able to decide on a player or eventually for the player to be dropped into the first team from their development structure, he says numbers. Numbers. In just one word, numbers.
They do look at the data. They're a team that do make a lot of use of stats, and they look at the player, what he's done.
Exactly. And you look at the number, you're talking about Ngome Zulu, the numbers, the games he's played, they're not too many. But what he did in the few games that he played is what was outstanding in as far as the decision to sign him. Well, there was one coach though that says stats can be very dangerous. They don't show everything. They're
like a bikini, as the great Steve Combella would say.
So, but sometimes, you know, those numbers, they show enough to give you an idea of what you want.
I think if they're used correctly, in fact, depends what you want, and the numbers can help you.
Yes,
in making that decision. Mukaka, it's opening up here. Here is Van Beek. Still Van Beek going. Van Beek isolated and needed a good challenge to keep the shot out there. Had to go on his own, but they are asking all the questions. It's been a dominant display. I think it would be unfair to say.
No different from what you've just seen in previous game for Swallows. They're slow starters. They only get into the game once maybe they've conceded.
Yeah.
The second half is normally their best time to be able to apply pressure to the opposition. And we can only hope, or should I say, Kiliki can only hope that that will be the case in the second, should I say, half. And that's what he's been trying to help the players to understand. Guys, you got to start right from the onset. You don't wait till you concede it before you can start playing. There he is, Makua.
Hit high, that one. But a better from Swallows as they look to pick out Charlie in the box there. Yeah, but they've given, you can't be giving teams a start all the time.
That's what they've been doing.
And the crowd are still in full voice. The Swallows supporters below us here Still in full cries. 10 minutes to go to the break, trying to lift their team and maybe get some. Hope they get something before the break here. William Shongwe, so far in their home matches, Swallows FC, 2 wins out of 3, 1-2, and drew one of the 3 home matches thus far. Cape Town City, they managed to win that match. And they did it behind with it's a goal level! Guess what? Litlaviga has scored again against Stellenbosch! Wandisile Litlaviga gets his second against Stellenbosch. And in fact, it's his second ever goal for Wandisile Litlaviga. Both have come against Stellenbosch.
Steve Parker will be very disappointed in the way that they couldn't pick the man that eventually got the touch. In fact, it bounced off 2 Swallows players. Oh, it could be an own goal for that matter.
Actually, it might not be Litlaviga. Hang on, let's have a look here. No, that's an own goal. I think it's Vusi Spear on debut. Choke that off. That's an own goal. Coming off Vusi Spear on debut. And all the great work by Stellenbosch here has been undone. Here comes the Ox and Jetta. Menjeta, who's kind of, in fact, it's Vasadin on the left-hand side. I was about to say Menjeta has gone a little quiet here now. Here is Van Beek, trouble here, and too close to the keeper. And Menjeta not impressed because he felt that Antonio Van Beek should have looked for the pass there.
He was open and marked on that far post. Just a roll of the ball across the face of goal. They found Menjeta. Well, I was just talking about Suarez reacting from conceding. And they've done just about the same thing. Fortunately, it's in the first half. They can just go into the dressing room, maybe level-headed. But
Swallows, as they did in the last 2 home games that they managed to, in the last 2 home matches, they've had to come from behind. Against Amazulu. Went on to lose that game. Twice they came from behind against Amazulu, but went on to lose that game as keeper gets down and make the stop there from Van Rooyen. And Makua has been a real live wire. That could surely be a yellow card as he reaches for his pocket. That's Mr. Quinda. But he's going to allow the change. He's going to let it go. Just a free kick. Wow, and early change here for Stellenbosch. I wonder what this is. Is this an injury forced one or what?
Looks like the goal scorer.
Nah, that's a foul. And that should have been a yellow, honestly, on Makua.
Player coming out. It's the biggest concern for us.
It looks like he's injured. Komezulu, the goal scorer, has gone off. And on in his place has come another one of graduates from the DStv DStv Challenge. It's Mervyn Borgi, another Stellenbosch boy, born in Kayanandi, and grew up in the Stellenbosch Academy. So we'll get more news as to what exactly the problem is with Ngomezulu. What a disappointment. Bittersweet then for him. Gets his first goal for the team and then also has to go off early with an injury. And then I'm sure will also disrupt Steve Barker's plans.
Coupe getting himself into trouble here, giving the ball position away. Recovers well.
Still he's also give it away.
It's not only the disruption to the coach's plans, but the player himself. I mean, he's just been given the opportunity to get into that starting pack now. And a goal will have done his confidence a lot of good, Titi. And then this happens.
He looked dejected. get an update in a moment from Pomaboy, pitch side. Shepherded behind for a goal kick. All right, let's go down then to Pomaboy and find out what happened to Mkomezulu.
Thank you very much, commentators. Well, just to give an update on why September Mkomezulu has come out. As he was walking off, he was coughing quite extensively, and it is said that he was struggling to breathe, and that is why they've had to make the change that sees Mervyn Borji coming on as a sub. So that is the reason that Mkomezulu has come off, despite the fact that he has scored a goal for Stellenbosch. Back to you, commentators.
Well, there you go. There you have it from Pomaboy. Then, well, that's an unusual one. It's not something you hear often. Men struggling to breathe. I wonder what's at the heart of that. What's the cause of that? And but yeah, let's hope it's nothing too serious. He did cut a dejected figure as he made his way off the field. Play continuing here. Still, he's trying to get back on. Trying to get back ahead before the break, but Mendieta just going too early there.
You would have expected maybe the other Captain Bone players to struggle with the altitude, which obviously will come across them struggling with breathing. This was not the case.
Well, Vusis Mia in your picture there suffered the misfortune of turning the ball into his own net, closed his eyes there, and the ball came off him. Nothing Sage Lottering could do about it. Did I just call him Sage Lottering? That's what he used to be known as. Sage Stevens, as he's known these days. Beg your pardon. Most unfortunate. I think Spear was almost surprised that the ball came through to him. And he seemed to expect that, because then he almost closed his eyes and it came off him.
Which gave him zero reaction time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately his body was facing his own goal. And it bounced and rolled goalward.
Elsewhere, Chippa United have doubled their lead away to Amazulu. Wow. Wouldn't you just know it? Coach gets fired in the very next game. The team somehow finds form from somewhere.
That isn't always the case.
Yeah, here's Bachi to the back post. Spear got up well that time, and it's behind for a goal kick as we into the last minute of regulation time. This young fella's had a good first half. Tato,
fantastic.
Makua.
On his debut for that Matthew, they thought maybe the occasional will be a little bit too much for him to go to cope with, but he seems to.
That is making, as you say, his full debut. Has already made two previous appearances off the bench, and in his first full start, he has certainly rewarded his coach's faith in him. Mkaka. Well, 5 of the 6 previous fixtures between these two sides finished in draws, and that's exactly where we find ourselves as we head into the break. Two teams with the leakiest defenses in the league so far. They've both conceded 8 goals. They make that 9 apiece now. And just it's the 7th match for both teams. But if there's something that you can count in Swanda's favor, is you could say that they've shown character, because they have recovered 4 points after conceding first. The first goal in the match, Bachi. The Huda, in fact it's a Sibia rather, it stands his ground. Basadine found Mkaka, opening up for Mkaka. He's got Van Wyk to his right, involves him. Van Wyk looking to cut inside, still Van Wyk! Van Wyk just misses! to the far post. What a chance.
Did the goalkeeper make a save? Because
The keeper must have made a touch because the signal is for a corner.
Yeah. I spoke about his weight. He looks very light. That's why he can't play as a top man. But he weaves his way so beautifully in those areas. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually a deflection of
Big one.
Viga.
Yeah, big deflection.
Corner then into this could be the last bit of action as we're in the second minute of the minimum 2 to be added. It's Mkaka. It's come across to take it. Keeper gets a solid hand on that one. And that'll be it. That will be it. Referee Quinda ends a very entertaining first half of football. Swallows once again, giving a team a head start. And say Stevens couldn't do much about the goal that he conceded, an own goal, misfortune of an own goal for Vusismia on debut for Stellies. But all told, it was actually a dominant first half for Stellies, but credit Swallows for finding a way back.
Yawona umuntu ofana nami. Who likes to